Hello, so I'm Lucas and I'm from Shanghai, China. So the work, my interactive art, is called A Snowy Day. So basically, this piece is a snow mountain adventure or like a skiing touring day where you I've where like you kind of walk up a mountain and then ski down it. It's a nice little journey. So I've decided to make this because I'm a really big skier and I'm missing ski touring quite a bit now that it's in summer and it's really hot outside. So I've decided to recreate kind of maybe what it might feel like on a skiing trip, and that I can share it to other people as well in some ways. So I found interesting about it is that it was really cool using Pure Data and Makey Makey, these tools that help me like create this project. So like it was really cool how like I can just use some really simple tools to create like kind of a story and like a interactive art. Yep. And let's go look at the demo. So I'm showing you my interactive art here, Snowy Day, um, and let's begin. So first, to interact with it, you have to put this on. You kind of put your arm here and just wrap this around you, and let's begin.
Let's go.
So as we walk up, oh, here's a tree here. We can peek over the edge. It's quite strong winds at the edge. So now we're at the top,
Hey, we did it.
and we can look down there. Ooh, that was an avalanche. Not really good. Let's ski down. And that's it of my interactive art. So after that demo, let's look at how I did this, how I constructed my interactive art. So basically everything was based off a Makey Makey pad, which is this pad under the mountain here, which is this thing basically transfer these, I'm able to touch these things and will send signals to my computer where we're running Pure Data, which I've set up, and something so that each of these that I touch corresponds to like a sound on the computer. So let's look at first let's look at the buttons or how I make them. So starting off, there's several different kind of buttons on here. So there's this one, these ones that are just like simply you kind of, it's like a small touch, you just kind of touch it. So I can show you here, it's actually just aluminum foil hooked up to a alligator clip here. So like I cut the hole in the paper and the cardboard so I could put it through. So it's just like a little pad on the top that you can kind of touch. And next for this road, it was actually just basically the same thing. So here is where that hole is. It's going in through the bottom into this red alligator clip, which I've hooked up to the aluminum foil, and then all of these other ones are just connected aluminum foils, which like they all conduct electricity, so like it's fine that I just link them up by touching them. And next onto the tree, so I'm gonna turn this around. So the tree is actually here. There's two pieces of aluminum foil, and then there's alligator hooked up to each one, and this one hooked to earth, which is they're hooked each up to a different one. So when they touch, the circuit closes, and then, as you can see, you hear that sound come in. So this is basically how I did this kind of a button or like a lever kind of design. So next on to the avalanche part. So what I did is that this avalanche part actually makes a sound when this disconnects. So when I touch it, oh wait, I'll wait until the sound is over. So when I touch it with the clip, it doesn't actually make any sound. But when I like take it off, wait, it wasn't touching. When I touch it, it doesn't make any sound. When I take it off, as you can see, it makes a sound now. So I basically did the same thing here with the buttons, except that I put this metal piece on the bottom back so I can like just tape it on, and it's quite easy to remove. So like that is what's like creating the circuit. And onto this skiing pad, it's just a bigger version of these little buttons. So yep, let's look at how I configured my Makey Makey. So as you can see, I've used the all 6 of these buttons that I connected these all these 6 buttons, W, A, S, D, F, G, and then a space bar here, so that to like control to like as input, so that my computer knows like which corresponds to which sound, and then these lines are each connected up to alligator clips, so like so they connect to the hooks from before, so that when I like touch them, it completes the circuit and send a signal to the computer. And yep, now let's move on to the pure data. So hello guys, so now we'll be going to what happens on the computer or pure data. So basically here we have 2 of these big things, key and key up. So these 2 along with select basically these key is that pure data will look at what key you're pressing. Key up is pure data will be looking at when you like release a key, and then select is basically finding which key you kind of pressed. So here we have the values. These are in numbers. These each accord to W, A, S, D, G, H, and spacebar. So the same thing on this side. So whenever I press something, for example W, it will light up, and that it will trigger whatever is connected here. So that's called a band. So as you can see in the console over there, it says band. Yep, and that means it's triggering something. So I can just cycle through all of these kind of, and you can see all of them are working and they all trigger different things. And then these different things here, they're separated into like mostly 2 parts: things that play once and things that keep on playing as you press the button. So let's just talk about them separately. So basically, for the once, I really only have to connect it to key, because I will have to detect when it comes up again, as like I won't need to stop it when like you stop holding the key down, because it will plays once and then you have to press the key again to play it. So basically here, this is just a once module. What this does is that it will only allow you to put it once. So I can only press W once until the file stops playing. So until the file stops playing, it will actually restart itself by using this 0 to reset itself. So that's was the ones. So these are connected. The ones are connected to these. So each key, so W, this one's connected to W, and I will open go.waf, which is the sound file that you heard me say let's go. So like I'll have the same sound file here in the I have the same sound file here in the folder that I keep the program kind of in. So next on to the other type of sound playing. So this one's quite easy. It's just a let me pull this out a bit more. Oh, we'll look at this one, I guess. Yes, because that one is missing something for some reason. So basically, what happens is that whenever I bang, it will start playing this the wind sound, and then it will. This basically is read the file kind of thing. So when it finishes, it actually sends a signal back to the beginning. So this is sending a signal. This will receive the signal, and that will keep playing the sound, and then it will keep looping the sound over and over. And then these 2 lines are to the DAC, to the so basically this is outputting it to like the speaker or something. So this light here, the key up, basically whatever I lift the key up, this signals, and then it signals that 0. So it turns this off, so like it stops playing the sound. So that's what you see with the wind. Whenever we step onto the wind, it actually plays the sound. Whenever we step off, it stops the sound from looping again. Yeah, and that's it. That's everything that happens on the computer in pure data. So with this project, I haven't had really many big problems with completing it. The biggest issue was probably with pure data sometimes when it didn't work and I had to restart my computer. And like also in the beginning was like some issues with installing it and missing like a host file in my computer. And other than that, there wasn't any problems. And basically I foresee this project, like if I had more budget and more time to work on this, I think I could have made the mountain more realistic with like maybe actual rocks, actual kind of like snow, like maybe sand, foam, or any kind of thing. And then like I could even possibly make it real sized. Like you could actually like maybe walk on like a small mountain-ish thing and experience this like small adventure kind of thing. And I'll probably also be able to make the buttons better and then also the avalanche, because when the avalanche come off, you actually see like the button behind it, and then the buttons are also made of aluminum foil, and it doesn't really look like snow. I didn't really have any like replacements that I could have used. So like, if I had more budget and time, I have worked on making the buttons more realistic and like having maybe like plate like pressure plates or like other kind of buttons where like you step or like you touch it and then it like triggers something. So yeah, with more budget, I can definitely make it more realistic and more immersive. And thank you for watching my interactive art little video. And bye.